Might catch some beautiful.
This meeting is being recorded.
Can you hear me now?
No.
Yes.
Hey, I've got you.
Right.
Hey.
Welcome everybody. We've got Eddie after a few technical issues.
Oh, that's ridiculous, isn't it? So embarrassing, this.
It's okay, guys. Right, listen, we're going to have a bit of a no holds barred tonight because there's been a few things what have been really pissing me off since the end of the season. Yes, I did say pissing me off.
Can I just say hiya, guys?
Hi, Eddie.
I think there's a delay. I think Eddie's got a delay.
Hiya, Riz.
Hiya, mate. You okay?
Eddie's got a bigger delay, but Eddie's got a bigger delay than Tui.
He had two hands up then. Where's he holding his laptop with?
Hey.
That looks rather rude.
Wait, I'm not going to ask where you're balancing your laptop, Eddie. Looks like a vicar with the little white thing there.
Hey, stop it. It's
So,
the Reverend Sparrow.
Right. Yeah, I did say, I know we're a family-friendly and no swearing group, so we won't be putting this in our group because we'll abide by those. We can give a link and give a
parental warning.
Yeah, but yeah, there's been a lot of stuff what's been really, really pissing me off. We'll kick off with the Whoppers Liverpool. I'm pissed off with them. I really, really am. You know, yet again, they go to Paris, yeah, Gay Paris, cause loads of hassle, and now they're blaming it on someone else. It's somebody else's fault.
Always is.
Yeah, and there's people plastering all over Twitter that they got in without any tickets.
Yep.
Hey, Riz, I'm sure I bought my Kia off a Scouser.
You bought your Kia off a Scouser.
Yeah, you know what happened to my Kia, so it probably was a Scouser.
Well, there you go then.
Has it got no wheels? Has it got no wheels? It's on bricks.
It might as well have been.
It got pinched in it.
Oh, come on. Am I overreacting with the Whoppers Liverpool? Because they're really fucking pissing me off.
Can I just basically put things into perspective, right?
Yeah, go on.
Because people seem to be, I'm getting this impression that everybody on Twitter and social media seems to think that people are picking on Liverpool, right? That's the impression, I know.
Mm.
Let me say where I'm coming from anyway with this situation.
I hope it's not the same place as Eddie.
Right. Me and John and Eddie have been to European games.
Yeah.
We've been to many. What would you say, about 25, 30, John?
Yeah, easily.
Around that, right?
So my first one was in the 70s. It's a long time ago.
Oh yeah, no, we're talking. We're talking recently, right?
I wasn't even born in the 70s, me.
I wasn't, but hey, I'm just humouring Eddie there just to make him look like he's not that old. But so we've been to these matches, and yes, the police are completely different to our police, our lovely police with the tits on the head helmets, and you know the sleeves shirts rolled up, the beautiful, lovely British Bobby. Foreign police are not that. It doesn't matter where you go. I mean, the French are probably the worst. The Germans are all right, unless you poke the bear and then they make you have it. So wherever we go,
what? Poke the what?
The bear.
Is that like a beaver or something?
Yeah, like a big beaver. A bear's like a big beaver. Think of a big beaver. So you poke the bear over in there and you start winding them up, or you have a few drinks and stuff like that, and start annoying them. They just hit you with a truncheon. That's quite simple. We've learnt that.
Oh, matron.
So the Scousers have gone to France. They've advertised that it's like a badge of honour that they've got loads of tickets that they're blagging in. They're going to do this, they're going to do that. Jurgen Klopp said to go out there with, let's paint the town red, let's do this, let's do that. Oh, you don't need a ticket, just come out. One sec,
mate. The arrogant bastard Klopp has even said, book your hotel for next year.
Yeah.
What a fucking
whopper.
What an Harold Shipman look-like bastard.
Yeah, true. So
Sorry.
We're all out there. We said this. We said this in. We were sort of planning in Madrid in case we got through to the next round, and we were sort of saying that basically, because of the way Liverpool's set up, we've got probably 40,000 hardcore fans, where Liverpool will have fans travelling from all over the world to go to Paris. Now, the way it's set up, most of them travelling fans will not have a ticket. If they don't live in England, they won't get a ticket. That's how I see it. So they've all gone out there.
Unless you're friends with Kevin Parker.
Well, I live in Bulgaria. Anyway, that's another story. So they've all gone out there. And
we're going to really do it. Just pause your thought for a minute. It came to mind. Our resident, big fan, Stan from Bulgaria. What a great first match ever at the Etihad in the season.
What, Stan's been over?
Yeah. Last time the season, his first ever visit. What a great game for him to come over.
Why did?
Hey, listen, can I just break in? Do you remember when we won the title and they invited
You may as well break in, seeing as we're talking about Liverpool.
No, 1 second. They invited the New York branch onto the pitch during the Premiership unveiling. How lucky are they?
Well, we'll move on to that, Eddie. We'll move on to that later. This is about the Scousers.
Right, sorry, Riz, go on.
So, what was that?
A remote. Go on.
All right. So,
I've been zapped.
So we're out there. Everybody's had a drink. They've done all the stuff. They then try and get into the ground. Yeah, that as well, probably. They then try to get into the ground. Now, they know it's a pain. If they've done their own work, they'll have done a bit of reconnaissance. They'll have seen where they're going and how early they have to get there.
Reconnaissance?
Yeah, you do it, don't you?
And enlighten us what that word... No, for those who don't know what it means, that word, just enlighten us, Riz.
Well, you go on the internet. Well, normally John does all this, so I'm guessing what John does.
Just like Eddie does as well on the internet. Hey,
I'm never off it.
So we get out there, and they go into the game. These massive queues everywhere. Basically, because of the reputation that Liverpool and English teams have had in the past. The police have seen that they're going to be loads of fake tickets. They're all ready for it. They don't need to be ready for it. The French police, they're already up for it. Every week, it's a battlefield between the French supporters. They absolutely, they think we have crowd trouble here. Over there, it's riot police every single match.
Why did they take 150 million fans with them?
Because the Liverpool, they have to do everything bigger and better.
The point of the main things.
Just let me finish this point. The point I'm trying to make here is there was loads of things that failed. Right? We hate UEFA. There's a reason why we boo it, and it's now all becoming apparent. It's like the song, and now you're going to believe us. The UEFA are a shambles. Yeah. They'll have took a load of bungs to have it at Paris for whatever reason at short notice, so they've messed it up. There's plenty of other places they could have gone to. The French police, they don't need to be wound up. They're already on a state of heightenedness because of what they do week in, week out. So they're already geared up for it. They just poke you, hit you, and then they don't even ask questions. They just go, they do what they want. They're not bothered. You've then coupled with that with Scousers, who there's that many of them, let's have it right. There was loads of them out there, and there was only 20,000 with tickets, so there was probably 3 times as many people out there that had tickets. They storm the gates. There's pressure outside. It all goes wrong, right? So there's 3 people there to blame. You've got the UEFA, you've got the police, and you've got the fans. Yeah. Who's copping for it and who's being made completely exonerated is the key word everybody keeps using, that the Liverpool fans have been exonerated. They are not to blame 100%, but they have to take some of the blame. As with other incidents in their history, they have to take some of the blame. but they won't. They won't take the blame.
Not
They're
their
just
fault.
blaming everybody else.
It's not their fault, to be
And
fair.
that's where my issue lies. You know, there is loads of issues with UEFA. There's loads of issues with the police. But please, you've got to take responsibility for your own actions out there. And the number of tickets that were being touted around ruined it. For if 20,000 fans had turned up with tickets like they should have done, I don't think there'd have been
No,
as
there
many
wouldn't be a
problems as
problem.
there was.
Something I've found out though, since there wasn't any problems at the Real Madrid end, because all theirs were digital and it was on the phones. Liverpool asked for paper tickets. They should not have asked for paper tickets because we all knew what would happen.
Downfall, that. Because they knew exactly what they was going to try and do.
Yeah.
Can I just say, when you guys watched the game, did you notice when you looked at the Liverpool end, there were no aisles free?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you looked at the Real Madrid end, it was like maybe the South Stand where I am, there were aisles free, which begs the question, those people on those aisles, majority didn't have tickets.
Also, bear that in mind that there's loads saying they didn't get in who had genuine tickets. So how many was there actually in the ground and how many tried to get in the ground? Nobody seems to be...
the genuine fans that paid a fortune for proper tickets, some of them probably didn't get in.
They didn't.
Because of these other fans that were jibbing in and fake tickets, and they caused so many problems that I feel sorry for the genuine fans that actually paid the money. Because when we went to the Champions League final, we had no problems, but there was only 6,000 of each team then, because it was restrictions.
But think about it, John. There was a lot more City fans out there and a lot more Chelsea fans out there who had tickets, but they weren't at the ground.
No,
they weren't at the ground. They tried to get tickets during the day, and nothing was happening. So they all camped themselves in pubs and bars and stuff like that.
Things like
there was no issues
and stuff.
Yeah, there was a fan zone over there for Liverpool.
Right, let's go to the PSG City game, which you guys and I went to, obviously. It was a full house, great atmosphere. Yeah, we were kept in at the end, and it was a little, but there was no hassle. We had no trouble outside. There was no one getting in, jibbing in that I know of, and we behaved. We always get idiots. We know that. We see them, don't we, Riz? We know them. We see them abroad. But to be honest, I'm going to say something, and I mean it, and it's always rankle with me, and it's about Hillsborough. And I'll just say this. We've been to Sheffield Wednesday. We know what it's like at the away end. How many people went to that game without tickets? And if the police had not opened those doors up, there'd have been hell outside, and then they'd have been blamed for that. The people that bought those iffy tickets and sold them caused mayhem, and they need to look, as Ray said, they need to look at themselves in there and say, do you know what? We spelt it for thousands of people there, because getting in the ground with iffy tickets, you know how many times we get checked on our tickets now? You know how many times? They must have thought, do you know what? The only way in here is either jump the fences, hope that they let them in because we've got to. They spoil it for everybody. They're the cause, no one else.
Yeah.
I've just put a picture in the group, WhatsApp group. Have a look at that. That is actually somebody who was selling the tickets, fake ones. And you'll see how much of a large scale it was.
Have you seen that image of there must have been a packet of maybe, I don't know, it's hard to judge, maybe 500, 1,000 tickets.
Yeah, that's the one I've just put in the picture.
Is that the one you've put on it there? Yeah, and it's basically, that's large scale. That's not a couple of people, that's not sort of me and you trying to, get a ticket, you've got a ticket, I haven't, so I copy your ticket doing a PDF or what, however they do it.
Yeah.
That's not that.
It was never going to happen, whether it's paper tickets or not. It was even documented what was going to happen even before, not even just before kickoff, days leading up to it. So you can't. There's a certain element of the police and la-di-da-di-da, tear gas, whatever, but the responsibility, even accountability, is on people who've gone over there knowing they've not got a ticket. They know what are the chances of getting a ticket when it was sold out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Thing is, in a way, you know, I don't think the police did a bad job. There were no deaths.
True.
So they must have done something right.
There could have been deaths, couldn't there, John? There could have been.
Yeah, easily.
Very easily.
And
Very
what
easily.
pissed me off as well, BT Sport as well, brushing right over before kickoff.
Yeah.
You know what the delay? All these fans trying to get in. Not that they're causing fucking chaos outside.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You know. It's, later on, they did it. Oh, these reports, and that's only because they was forced into it. Because even Gary Neville was having a pop at them. You know, the coverage of BT. But that's another issue. Quick, but just we can bounce all over, as it were. What pissed me off as well, having they've won 2 trophies, having the parade on the Remembrance Day of Heysel.
Yeah.
That is just despicable on every level, that.
Yeah.
Put it this way. Imagine Everton.
Andy.
Imagine Everton celebrating a trophy parade on the day of Hillsborough.
Or anyone.
Yeah.
I know. It's exactly. There's just no respect whatsoever.
There seems to be a thing that they're better than everybody else. They do everything bigger. Every parade they do is better. This means more to us than anybody else. Why? Where has this come from? Where has this attitude come from?
It's
They've got
their
a big
attitude
chip on the shoulder.
Yeah, massive chip.
That's what it is. Ultimately, they feel hard done by, and they're not.
Let me ask you all a question here. Before what Pep said, that everybody wants Liverpool to win the Premier League, la di da di da. Do you think this? Which I agreed with Pep. You know, everything he said. Hey, steady, Eddie. Be careful.
Yeah, I'm struggling a bit with this old knee. Don't worry, I'm putting it. So I'm resting it down. I can just struggle.
I'm glad that was a Nick what was popping on camera then.
did he say it's resting on his knee? Did he say that?
you bugger off. Right, I'm getting comfy, ready.
Right, so
brace yourself.
I totally agree with everything what Pep said, but I'm finding now, especially after the Champions League final, the wind of change is going. Everyone's going against Liverpool a little bit now. And rightly so. Apart from, I'm talking about the average fan, not in the media, because there's still a big, massive media bias, you know. And that prick Simon Jordan on Talk Shite, you know what I mean? Liverpool are still the best team in Europe. No, they're not. They're not even the best team.
No, but even on Saturday night, Michael Owen was saying.
Oh, that was embarrassing.
And thankfully,
who listens to him?
Camel Gob stuck up for everybody else and said that he was talking rubbish.
Yeah,
talking shite.
He doesn't talk shit all the time.
Right.
It was noise, wasn't it? He was just spouting noise. It's like somebody had said to him, right, you've got to talk 3 minutes. We've got 3 minutes to fill. And the first 2 sentences came out of his mouth were absolute nonsense. And then he kept just trying to fill it with more nonsense.
Hey, Riz, his horses talk better sense than him.
Exactly.
He just wants people to like him.
Well, he's trying to make up. He's trying to make up to Liverpool fans for playing for United, isn't he? That's all he's doing. He's trying to be relevant.
I don't know what you guys think, but you know what? Football for all of you has been a life passion. And I enjoy going to away games. I enjoy going meeting other fans. I enjoy going in the local bars, watching the game, win, lose, or draw, and coming out safe. But there are a couple of clubs in this country where you don't want to go. We said, when we were in Madrid, sat there, we thought, and we were going through Champions League final again. But you know what? It's going to be carnage.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't think that way. You shouldn't think that way.
You know what?
I think that with the Charity Shield.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
It's going to be absolute chaos.
I felt. I didn't go to the semi-final. One of the reasons was I don't believe you should have a semi.
What?
Here we go. As soon as I started to say it, I could see
especially
Sammy's eyes lighting up.
When I'm resting this or down my lap.
Exactly.
No, talking about a semi's really hard for Riz, so let him carry on.
I wish it was. No, I didn't want to go. Didn't want to go to a semi at Wembley because it's the big occasion. It's the final. So I decided to save myself, and I didn't want to. We were in Madrid, weren't we, John? And we were actually sat down with our pal Andy, and we were working out what, if we got through to the final. And every one of us said, it's going to be carnage. We'll stop outside Paris. We'll go in on the day of the match, get in, do the match and get out and celebrate. Yeah. Celebrate, we'll have a few days there before and have, outside of Paris.
Yeah.
We'll go in, we'll just do the match, come straight out and then celebrate or have a drink or whatever, because we don't want to be anywhere near the centre where the game was because of the Liverpool fans. And that was purely because we know what they're like and what it was going to be like. It was going to be absolute carnage. And it'd have been worse if we'd have been there.
100%.
Right.
I've got my ticket for the Community Shield anyway.
Oh, you've done it already?
Yeah, I've got it there. You see it?
I've got
yeah.
Same as Liverpool ones.
I've got exactly the same as that.
Let me.
Hey, you know what, John? Can I have a few of them? I'll do them on my raffle cards.
Yeah, no problem, mate.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Listen, I want to go back. I want to go back to Michael Owen.
Can I have a coloured one?
I didn't know you were with him first time, mate.
Right. Listen. The best tweet I've ever seen after the match to Michael Owen.
Corned beef.
Yeah. Go on, John. I'll let you have the glory. Go on.
Basically, he tweeted something out, and somebody said, "Look, if I was on a desert island with you and a tin of corned beef," he said, "I'd actually eat you and then talk to the corned beef." I don't blame him. It's exactly what we'd all do.
That's just that is just the best tweet I've ever seen in my life.
See, that's the difference. Brilliant. You see, I'd have ate the corned beef and just not bothered talking.
I had
if you ate him though, you'd be full of shit then, wouldn't you?
Oh, exactly. Yeah. Shit in, shit out.
And one of the things that's really pissed me off for the last couple of weeks was all the talk of the quadruple.
Yeah.
And as soon as they lost the league, it didn't get mentioned. Yet what everyone forgets is even if they had
they couldn't win it after they lost the league.
Exactly.
No, I know, but I know what Manmarine means, yeah.
But we won the domestic quadruple.
The full English.
The full English, and we didn't get half the credit we deserved that
No, we
season.
didn't. We didn't get any credit. You know what?
No, we don't.
Was ridiculed because we're ruining football and buying the league, and what's the point of the competitions? Because City's going to win them all with our oil money.
Right. Let's not beat around the bush as it is. Right. Liverpool 2 cups. Obviously, they've won 2 cups. Didn't score a goal. Won them both on penalties. Yeah, they've won the cups. Champions League final. Didn't score a goal. But apparently, they're the best team in Europe.
Oh, shadow of a doubt.
No, they're not even the best team in England.
We know that. I listened to. I don't know who it was that said this, but basically they were going on about that. Beforehand, it was like, oh, you've got to win the Champions League. Win the Champions League. That puts you on the map. Then when Liverpool didn't win it, it was then a case of like, oh well, it's just a one-off game. It don't mean you're any better. Everyone can lose a game. And I'm thinking, hang on a minute, you've just changed it completely from, discrediting City for winning the Premier League by 1 point. Doesn't matter how many points you win it by. If we'd have won it by 20 points or 10 points, they'd have said that like it's a farmers league. There's no competition. City's spot. City's this, that, and the other. They'd have turned it against us. The next point I want to get onto is why is there this loving media anyway?
Because the majority of pundits are Scousers or have played for them.
But why?
So if you look at Sky, with obviously I know you've got Gary Neville and Micah Richards when he's on, but you've got Graham Souness, Jamie Redknapp, Jamie Carragher. On BT, you've got Steve McManaman.
Kelly Cates, who's Dalglish's daughter.
Yeah. You've got on BT, you've got Steve McManaman,
Peter Crouch,
Michael Owen. So you've got it's completely set up for them. And it's one of my big bugbears when we are on Sky or BT that there isn't enough. There's not enough City pundits on there.
Well, it's not a matter. The way I look at it is this: it's like when the United will play, City will play Liverpool. They'll have Gary Neville and Carragher. they never have, when United play Liverpool, they don't have Micah Richards and Gary Neville on, or, to represent. They always have United represented and Liverpool represented, and they might stick a City or, another.
It's because they're shit scared, mate, and that's one of the points here. I've got media bias and stuff like that. With regards to talk shite, right? They're bigging Liverpool up because they don't want to say anything against them because they'll think, they'll just snub us like they snub the Sun newspaper.
Well, it's owned by the Sun, isn't it?
Yeah, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. So they're shit scared of saying anything against Liverpool. And to be fair, there's only on there. You've got Trevor Sinclair. He tweeted something. I think it was this morning or something like that with regards to Simon Jordan, the prick. All it is clickbait. I do not listen to talk shite because I'd end up.
I don't.
I honestly don't, because it's an absolutely pile of shite.
I watched something earlier that one of you lot shared in the group, but that was about it.
No, it was me.
About the Irish Scouser.
Yeah.
I thought you meant that video I sent you then, John. Oh, Eddie was in it.
There was one I saw. I don't try and listen to Talk Sport. I don't purposely put it on. Sometimes I'll be in a customer's car and it'll be tuned into Talk Sport. So I don't like messing about in there. So I just leave it. I don't touch anything. I just leave them. And if it's on, it's on in the background. I see most of it on Twitter where somebody shared something. And there was a Scouser on there going on about he's Scouse, not English. And I listened to him, and the guy was demented. He was getting all angry and, aggressive and sort of saying, I'm not English, me, I'm a Scouser. And, because of this, because of that. And I just thought, what's gone wrong? I'll tell
you what does piss me off about them, right? We got absolute fucking slaughtered because there was rumbles for the Hillsborough, they wanted a immaculately observed, but yeah, they fucking disrespect the national anthem. Who did he think they are, the pricks?
I know.
Who
disgusting.
They're absolute fucking knobheads. They really
always the victims, mate. Always the victims.
They do not realise stuff like that. Hang on, we've got to be respectful, for the national anthem. But no, they think it's all right to do that line because I've used to be on Brookside.
Andy,
don't do that again. It really grinds me. That don't do it, please.
Was that Scouser from Wales?
Yeah. Have you noticed they always sound like vehicles reversing? Hey.
Oh, can't get into gear. I.
No, they can.
Yeah.
I've got some. These people on Twitter I follow, they were Liverpool fans, and to be fair to them, they're decent. They're like we are, the patriotic to Liverpool, if you like.
Yeah.
But you must be embarrassed, Riz.
Yeah, but they've said that. They've actually said it. They've actually come out and said it.
I think you thought Mark Duckett is an absolute cracking lad, Mark.
Yeah.
I think you follow him on Twitter, do you, Mark?
Yeah. There's Mark Lee Mellor, isn't he, as well? He's, there's some belting Liverpool fans who are genuine, honest fans, and what people don't get is they think you're having a go at all of Liverpool. They think you're you're being disrespectful to him. No, I'm sick to death of listening to him bleating. Me and John get. If you say something on Twitter, I had about 15 or 20, bad reviews put on Google by Scousers. I've been on another podcast before now.
Yeah. How do you know it's limit? I thought they couldn't read all right. You said.
No, they use spell checkers and things like that, don't they? They speak and it.
Well, they're not that clever, are they? Because they can't use a spell checker because half the signs they took to Paris with them were wrong.
Yeah, I know. Exactly.
Talking about Colombia.
I know. Somebody had a go at them, didn't they, over that? Embarrassing Luis Diaz.
Yeah.
Oh, they
idiots.
I sometimes think if us City fans behave like that, I think we were joking. I think we were on the wind up. I think we'd be like, taking the piss.
But
doing it as a laugh. But they actually take it in. They actually believe it all.
And the other thing is, Riz, if you're going to run down the streets of Paris with your pants down, make sure you can brag.
Exactly. Yeah. Just like we did, Eddie. Just like we did. From a distance, it looked like an Eiffel Tower.
The difference is, mate, you paint.
Yeah, exactly. Good point. Well made. Well, no, I don't know where. Well, no doubt. I mean, I think this is the problem, right? This is what happens: is everybody's scared to death of Liverpool.
Of upsetting them.
Yeah, you upset Liverpool. I mean, as soon it's like, oh, God. I could get stick for this. It's like as soon as you say something to somebody, they throw a race card out, don't they? Yep. When their argument's getting beat and they throw out a race card. Yep. Liverpool fans are the same, and it's disgusting to use it, but they use the Hillsborough card, and they're going about us tarnishing the memories of the 97. They do that themselves. They're just as bad as it, because as soon as you say something they don't like, out comes the Hillsborough card. Yeah, that's disrespecting the memory of them. It is shocking. We're all match going fans here, and that could have been any one of us. And they seem to think that when we're having a go at him, we're disrespecting the memory. No, we're not. I've got so much respect for it. I always, whenever it comes up, the anniversary of it and what have you, I'll always put something out on Twitter, and they say with Heysel, the same with the Munich air disaster and things like that. I'll always do it.
That's just respect.
Being respectful. Yeah. It's called being respectful, and
and a decent human being, Riz.
Exactly. So, but they twist a load of words what we say by, making out as though, there'll be people listening to this now, and they'll twist it all around to, us being disrespectful to Hillsborough. And we're just not having the fact that Liverpool are not accountable, because the jury came back and said the fans are completely exonerated. It was none of their faults. We know that's bullshit. Anybody that went to a game in the 80s and went to matches, we all know what goes on at the matches, and we all nearly copped for it when you got to that stadium, So we are in it. They're on about now being partisan about all fans should stick together. We would do, but you've got to own up to your own. You've got to own up to what the problems you've caused.
Right, Riz.
Once you hold your hands up, then we'll back you with it.
Right, Riz. If with what happened in Paris, you'd think any set of supporters in the world wouldn't have wanted to do. How can you put it? Because they will use it. You'd have thought, whoa, we've already been through hell with Hillsborough. The last thing they want is 150,000 whatever was there.
It doesn't. Thing is, Andy, it doesn't help when your manager comes out and says, get yourself to Paris, whether you've got a ticket or not. Get yourself there for a good day out.
Let's paint the town red.
Klopp is a fucking knobhead.
Yes, really is. He is a fucking dick.
But nobody's called him on it, you see. If Pep Guardiola had said that and this had happened, can you imagine the headlines? That'd be complete.
Yeah, I can.
We'd be scum. We'd be climbing over. We'd be scum, and any other team would be scum.
It'd be like Pep condoning potential disaster.
Yeah. Thing is, the club, even though Klopp had said that, the club said no, don't do it. So the club didn't agree with him.
The official statement was, "Don't go without a ticket."
Mr. Punchy Air says it, and they all do it.
I'm not a violent man, but he does want punching right in his fucking throat.
Take them white teeth straight out.
It's a cult. It's a cult.
He is one of them. He is one of them.
Waco. It's like Waco. If he turned round on it and said, let's all get to Anfield and take this tablet and we'll all go to football heaven, there'd be people doing it.
Oh, you said cult? You say cult?
Yeah.
All right, sorry.
Yeah, he didn't say cunt.
Not a yeah.
Although he is a cunt.
Oh,
Oh,
John.
Anne-Marie doesn't like that word.
See you next Tuesday.
Oh, she doesn't like that word.
No.
Do you know what? Wouldn't it be nice, Wouldn't it be nice for the kids, the women, the children, and the grown men and the elderly to be able to go to Anfield with your colours on and support your club?
Yeah, it would. You can't do it though.
Oh, well, let's brick fucking coaches and stuff like that, and it's acceptable. It's called passion, that. It's not. It's called fucking vandals, little shitheads.
Yeah.
Called criminal damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What got me as well, you know, we'll go back to the bricking of the City's team bus. Where in Manchester could you climb on top of a police van, bouncing around on it, taking pictures and holding flares and letting them off? Where would it? Well, forget that. Where's open it up? Where in the country could
that
you
takes
do
me,
that?
Riz, and not even get noticed.
Apart from the flares, that takes me back to coming out of the Discotheque Royale in 1989.
Oh, right, yeah. I could just imagine you as well.
And then you get arrested.
John
Hey, listen.
Get arrested.
The only flares I know are the ones I used to wear when you were even thought of.
Them are the same ones Andy just mentioned. Yeah, pass them round. But honest, I just how can that happen? How can the police let that happen?
Because
and then not arrest anybody.
Because they don't want to upset the media darlings.
No, because they're scared again.
Yeah.
They're scared. They're scared if they can you imagine that police officer or the police officers whacking with a truncheon to get them off, and one of them falls, slips. They've done the police over here. They have to do a risk assessment. I mean, I stand on a set. Honest,
if I smack him,
I know.
what happened?
I stand on the seg line, right? So we stood on the seg line, and there'll be the opposition fan will throw a coin or something or whatever. So someone will report it to the police. They'll do nothing about it. You know what they do is, and I'd love somebody watching this to tell me wrong, because this is straight from the horses' mouths. They tell us, don't worry, we're videoing it, and when the opportunity arises, we'll deal with it. So what they do is, somebody's doing something really stupid. They'll come down and have a look, and they do a risk assessment, and they assess whether it's going to be safe for an officer or officers to go in and take this person out. Will it cause more trouble than it's worth? So what we'll do is we'll video them, and if they pop to the toilet or go and get a burger or something, we'll then get them. Can you imagine that happening abroad somewhere? No, they're just steaming. This is the problem we've got. This is the problem that we're up against. And the police over here are scared to death of doing something, getting them off that police van, because if one of them slips, they'll be suing them. And that's the problem in this country.
Was the police van moving though? Because how can it move with no wheels on?
It was rocking. There's about 10 of them stood on the top, and the van were rocking. It was just
no, but seriously, it's and that is it. Now they don't go challenge for anything, and you've got to blame the media for that, because the way they hype them up, they think, oh, everybody loves us. We can't do any wrong. Well, do you know something? They're thugs. Not all of them. No, not. I know every club has an element of dickheads.
We've all got them.
Yeah,
we've all got them.
But some clubs seem to have them more than others.
Thing is, though, with Liverpool, it seems to be a pack mentality, because you get quite a lot of them doing it, then the rest just follow.
Yeah.
It's a bit like dickheads running onto the pitch.
Yeah.
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 You don't catch us doing that, do you?
And then everybody follows.
I've never been on the pitch.
Me neither.
I fainted over.
I have.
Well, maybe I have, but that was a while back.
I went on the pitch, did a belly slide, but my belly dug in, and I just rocked like a turtle on its back. I've still got the shirt; it's still covered in grass. I got on. We had a picture took. The video was took, and then we got off. I'm all for pitch invasions when something special like what happened the 93-20 in the last one. I'm all
Right,
for that.
right.
Spontaneous pitch invasions of
Right, forget about Liverpool now. Just let's have a quick about that match. Honestly, 93-20 will always be special. I think the couple of weeks ago I think it trumped it slightly.
You reckon? Is that because it was against Liverpool?
No, it's just the way it happened. It was just
You had more time to celebrate it.
No, because if they had scored another goal,
we'd have lost it.
We'd have lost it. So
it was never going to happen. That
but Usa said we wouldn't have gone and get another one.
No, but it's just we can only deal with what happened. It's just like to score 3 goals in 5 minutes.
You know why?
Dead and buried.
93-20 was so special. It was the first.
Yeah.
Yeah. I listen. I get that, but what happened against Aston Villa?
I don't think it trumps it because 93-20 United had won it, and then we snatched it out of their hands.
It was sweeter.
Yeah, it was sweeter.
And who's to have said if we'd not won that in 93-20, it would have gone on won anymore? Who's to have said that? Because that was a catalyst, like the FA Cup, with that squad and those players. That was the catalyst that said, right, you know what, we can go on from this. If we'd lost that might have, to have got so far. And we all said it in the ground, typical City.
Yeah.
We all said it.
Right. I'm dreading it when I'm 63 though, because I don't think my heart will take another one of them. Every 10 years they come round.
Are you going back in time?
Oh, listen to you.
Hey, Riz, I'm older than 63. Don't even go there.
Jesus. How old are you?
64.
Oh, God. Yeah, it's not much older than 63, is it? I thought you were going to say like 73 or something.
Right.
That's how he feels.
Anne-Marie, at 2-0 down against Villa, did you think we was going to do it?
I always thought if we scored one, we would.
Bullshit. John?
No, I didn't. I was sat there slumped thinking, typical City. But then Cancelo was in front of me, punching the floor, and a lot of us started shouting at him, come on, get your head up, we can do this.
Also, you're the reason then, John. You're the reason that...
I've just got to break in. My young lady's just brought me...
No, because Cancelo did nothing, did he?
Good lad.
Is she not saying hello, Eddie? Tell her say hello.
Hiya. Say hello.
No, my hair's a mess.
No, her hair's a mess.
Mine is, don't worry.
Doesn't stop Anne-Marie. She's like this
Some of
every
these
week.
have got no hair, so it doesn't matter.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
I want Courtney back.
Thanks.
At least she agreed with me on Mahrez.
Oh, yeah, but I hope you dealt with that after, John. I hope you reprimanded her.
She's
Can I just say,
still
you
in
know,
the
the
store
one-
like Josie Fritzl's kids.
you know what? The one man we own, forget the manager, the one man that changed that game for me was Zinchenko.
Yeah,
Yes.
when it came on, yeah.
And
He did.
Absolutely.
And Gundogan, and to be fair,
I'll just
Sterling-
be okay, but you know, let's give that young lad some credit. He's been through hell.
Yeah.
And if you believe what I've seen in the evening news today, they've told Zinchenko and Aki they can both go.
Yeah, but I've also seen a thing on saying that Bernardo Silva wants to go again.
I've seen one where he says he wants to stay.
I've seen one when they said we're looking at signing Isco.
Yeah. Well, he's on a free in this time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And
Kaka. Kaka's coming.
So,
That's it.
Riz,
Oh, yes.
2-0 down.
Yeah.
Did you think we was going to do it?
No.
Eddie?
No,
Do you know?
no way.
I didn't either.
Oh,
I
You know-
honestly believed if we scored one goal, we'd do it.
What I thought was
We was dead and
we're
buried.
2-0 down, we're still winning it. But if Liverpool score another goal, then we've lost it.
and then we did.
But then we scored before they did.
How did you feel when that one just whistled past our post at 2-0 down?
And no, it was 1-0 down, and he was actually onside. He was in his own half as well. Whatever he's called. now.
Watkins.
Watkins.
And the little tub back by Fernandinho as well. We were lucky there.
Yeah.
Oh,
But that's Fernie all over, isn't it?
We were so lucky. We could have, they could have been out of sight, really. And this was my concern. In 93-20, we were actually dominating, but just couldn't hit a cow's ass with a banjo, could we?
Yeah.
That was the problem.
Yeah.
We were dominating, and we looked like we could score at any minute. But the Villa game, we were so poor in that first half.
We was dead and buried.
The Villa game,
dead and buried.
I think Pep started off with he should not have played Fernandinho.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Because he should have brought him on near the end, 15 minutes to go for the sentimental bit, but not at the starting.
Only if we were winning.
No sentimental, mate, when the league's on the line.
Yeah, but if we were 3-0 up, he could have done.
I don't know about you, but when you've got your England fullback on the subs bench, for me, if you're on the subs bench, you're fit enough.
Correct, Teddy.
Well,
we all saw he was fit enough when he ran up the pitch.
Jesus, yeah.
What would have happened if, say, we'd had a major injury in the first minute of that game? They've had to bring him on a fullback position. Why don't start him?
I always say, mate, that if you've got a player that you're not 100% fit, one, they shouldn't be on the bench, but two, if you have to have him because he is quality and we do need him, is you start him. Because if he breaks down, then you can replace him. If he comes on and replaces somebody else and then he breaks down, you've wasted a player.
Yep.
I know that's a very simplified way of looking at stuff, but that surely must come into it. And we needed his pace. We needed that pace, and we're not the same side without him.
No. Okay. So who's played the last game for City now?
Fernandinho.
We know that one. Well done.
Well, I've heard that. I read that in the papers today. That's a bit of ITK knowledge for you there. So definitely Fernandinho. You know what? I've got a sneaky feeling it might be Sterling. Did you hear that? Then that came out in stereo.
Stereo, that is.
Yeah, that was awesome.
He's gone from no volume to stereo.
Dolby.
Hey, listen.
I think Sterling's the fact that he wasn't there as well at the parade.
He was.
Where?
It was Gabriel Jesus who wasn't there because he had he didn't have
Sterling wasn't there either.
Sterling wasn't there.
They called his name out.
Yeah,
I know, but he didn't come out.
He was tired.
And Gabriel Jesus was only not there because he was having him personally, but his missus was having a baby.
Yeah, Sterling apparently was family problems. Apparently,
he was actually spotted in Jamaica.
Yeah, I know.
I think it was the day after or something like that.
Yeah.
So we don't know. I'm not saying that I might be doing the guy an injustice there. Something might have happened, but it seems to be very last minute. But having looked at it, I think it seems to me to be a weak link. Although when he came on, that cross he put in and the work he did was great. But I think when you look at the signings we're making and signings we're going to be making, apparently, I just think he's too.
I'm with you, Riz, 100%.
Too hit and miss. It's too hit and miss.
Have you noticed Grealish is getting a bit of stick in the press because he was pissed?
So what?
They just get that is the media bias. It's just won the league, the lad, and he's happy. What do you want me to do? Fucking just no, I'm going home. I'm going to have some Horlicks. You're gonna get.
Yes, I don't feel I contributed today because I didn't play, so I don't want to celebrate.
I think we'll see. I think we'll see a totally different Grealish next season.
I agree with you.
You know what, right? I must admit, I wasn't a big fan of him. I didn't know why we bought him, if I'm being honest, right? So I'll be honest with that. But having listened to a couple of his interviews and things like that, I'm kind of warming to him a little bit now because he was dead open on the last day of the season and sort of said that this has been a massive shock for him. Mm-hmm. It's a lot harder than he thought it was going to be. I normally play like this and I'm being asked to play like this, and you get it.
Yeah.
You know, you can't. You know, every player that comes into Pep's side that's, you know, people think are good quality players, he kind of breaks them down and then rebuilds them up again. And then they're better. They're like the $6 million men, aren't they?
Yeah. It takes most of them a year to settle in. Look at Rodri.
Yeah.
I think Rodri's been brilliant since he joined us.
I don't know.
Rodri.
I think Rodri was a little bit ropey to start with.
A little bit, but you look at how he plays now.
Absolutely, his first name on the sheet.
Yeah.
Do you not think with Grealish? Do you not think with Grealish, the heel of a goalkeeper's boot stopped him becoming a hero at Madrid?
Yeah.
He was that close.
Scott Carson signed a new contract with us.
Do you blame him? What a player!
I know. Another year extension.
So come on, you question dodgers. Who's played the last game for us?
Early.
Who's played
the last game?
Maybe Bernardo. Maybe Zinchenko. Maybe Jesus. Definitely
I reckon Jesus.
And Marie, I said, who do you think, not who do you hope?
I think Jesus is leaving.
Apparently, my lad Adam, he said to me today, Gabs took off on his Instagram and his Twitter, he's took Manchester City off it. I don't know if it's true or not. It just comes.
Have a look, John. Have a look, John. John's techno, John. Techno.
You know, I do think Zinchenko and Jesus deserve starts at another club every week. Zinchenko's a good player.
He is.
He's a good player.
He is a good player, but if we bring that curly-haired mop from Brighton in...
He's a good player as well. That fullback. No, you look at his stats.
Yeah, it's off his Instagram.
Have a look on his have a look if he's took it off his WhatsApp. You normally message him, don't you, John?
He's all on every week, John.
Yeah.
Do you know who I think will be a massive signing, the lad from Argentina?
Yeah, Alvarez.
Yeah, I do.
See him walking around with them two big balls.
Who? Alvarez
again. No, he scored a double hat. He scored a double hat trick, didn't he?
Yeah.
He was like me and you.
Nothing.
I'm more interested in Alvarez than I am. More excited about Alvarez than I am about Haaland, to be honest.
I am.
I've said this all along, Anna.
He looks quality.
He does.
And
he scores from everywhere, at all angles.
Haaland and Alvarez. Thank you very much, Mr. Ferran Torres. He's paid for the money. You know what I mean? He's paid.
Great business, that. That is great business. If that was Liverpool who were doing that signing,
who are losing money?
Is he definitely going?
Mane is their key player, not Salah. I tell you that.
Yeah,
Correct.
I agree with that. He is.
Correct.
Whenever they need a goal, it's him that does it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, this front three of theirs hasn't been firing very well recently, has it?
Is Harry Kane going to go to Liverpool?
Nah.
Yeah.
Let him.
You got more chance. You got more chance of Michael Caine going there.
You think so?
Mike Lloyd.
Not a lot of people.
Remember what I said.
He won't now because he knows his ship sailed with us. He will. Spurs are supposedly going to be opening the purse strings, aren't they? So he'll stay with Spurs.
They signed today. They signed a lad today, haven't they?
Yeah.
Spurs.
Oh yeah, is he a Croatian lad? Yeah, he's a quality player. Him.
Well, I don't know about you guys. Have you heard about talk of us going for that? I think it's Milan player.
What, the one on the free?
Raphael, if his name is something.
Yeah, he's had an agreement with Milan. He can leave, isn't he?
Yeah,
and it's on a free.
Who's the what's he called? Plays for Leeds.
Phillips.
Yeah, what do you reckon of that? I mean, I'm not impressed, to be honest.
He's not a bad player. He played all right for England, but
I think he would weaken us.
I don't see where he'd fit in.
But who would you replace Fernandinho with?
Rodri.
We will.
That's already been done.
We will bring
No,
some.
you need another Fernandinho, and I'm not saying we're going to get, but you need some of that ilk, don't you?
Yeah.
Is there anybody?
I'm sure they've got one up the sleeve.
Thing is, yeah, Isco.
Yeah. Then we can have a disco.
Yeah. I like the look of that Brighton lad that's supposed to be coming in.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're attracted to his hair, aren't you?
I tell you what, is he a delay in Warrington? We've already been talking about him.
I know. I thought that.
When?
I thought it was my computer again.
Riz mentioned him 20 minutes ago.
No, you didn't.
He did.
Yeah.
What was I thinking about then?
No.
Probably,
He's from the Barcelona.
Probably
From the Barcelona Academy.
What's Eddie resting his laptop on? That's what you were thinking about.
Ain't doing nothing, man. Hey, Liz, I'll bring it on another European tour. My laptop, shall I?
Well, I don't. I'll have something to rest
On that note,
Mind you, you might have space in the car.
Hey, they might be.
So, is there anything else you want to get off your chest or lap or whatever before we go? Because I'm looking forward to next. I think we'll fly out of the blocks next season. I think we'll piss that league next season.
You know what? Right?
it depends. It depends if Haaland hits the ground running, which I'm not sure he will.
Won't he be out injured if he does that? If he bangs his head?
He's a City player. He's bound to become injured, isn't he?
Well, if he hits the ground running, he might be.
Yeah, I know what you meant. I just wasn't biting.
Can I ask a question? Have you lads seen the pot we might be in for this Champions League draw?
No. Is it like a?
Have you not seen it? Yeah, they were saying.
Is it like a hern? Is it like a hern?
No, seriously, we've avoided all the big teams, and we're looking at, I think,
Liverpool,
Dortmund,
Again,
Shakhtar, which I can't understand that one.
how can you go? You can't go to Shakhtar.
No, that's what they're saying. It was quoted of the teams that we could be drawn against,
Right.
and most of them, I think, maybe Salzburg, Monaco, one of them, Salzburg, or somebody like that, something like that. We've avoided we've avoided Bayern, Barca, Real Madrid, obviously, the English teams.
Is there anywhere where the sun shines?
We're doing
Napoli.
My ass.
Napoli.
We're doing the Liverpool route, are we? The easy draws.
Yeah.
Napoli.
Ooh.
Remember when we played them? They battered us. Them. They absolutely. How we got past them, I'll never know. They battered us. Oh man, do I?
Yeah.
Way it goes, isn't it? We're better now, though, aren't we?
A little bit, yeah.
I've got a little prediction, man. I hope it comes right, but I know if it goes wrong, then I don't think Liverpool will be as close to us next season.
I agree, mate. I agree. Especially if they lose Mane.
It all depends how much they pay VAR again.
For who?
Yeah.
VAR.
Yeah.
According to them, though, that's what we did.
Where you going, you?
Oh, what's happened?
Nowhere. I'm just stretching out because
You in a
Oh,
wheelchair?
God, it's definitely fans only. This. What's going on?
I just needed to be a bit more comfy.
I thought it was a scene out of Little Britain then.
Oh God.
I started the ball rolling, Riz.
Sorry?
Oh, so want your balls rolling anywhere. Don't you get your balls rolling, Eddie. Keep them where they are. Oh my God, what are you doing?
I'm just stretching out on my settee.
Oh, is that what they call it now? I'm just stretching out.
Hey, on my view here, Anne-Marie's actually on top of Eddie. Where's she going? Eddie, is that your feet? Do that again, Anne-Marie. Go on.
Hey, listen, I've just pictured Riz and you, my mate, with a headband on.
You've just what?
Pictured you and Andy with a Jack Grealish headband on.
Oh, it'll be like this. Picture that. There you go.
Oh, look at that, eh? You like a spitting image of him, Riz?
can't hear a word you're saying.
You look like Neptune.
Oh yeah.
Right.
I look like one of them girls off Love Island. You know where they do eyebrows that they do.
You look like Liam Gallagher. Right. Listen. I'm glad we've got a few things off our chest, really, because it has been pissing me off. I must admit. I have dodged a bit of social media. Here's one as well. I'm sick of City fans. I know we've just gone on, had a rant about Liverpool and stuff like that, but other groups, thankfully not ours, all they're on about is Liverpool this, Liverpool that, and it's getting a bit monotonous now. So I just wanted.
I'll tell you what. I've got another little moan.
Go on.
Twitter. I'm sick of people going, I need more City fans on my timeline. Can you follow me? I'll follow back. I just block them.
Is that why you blocked me, Riz?
No. That was because of them inappropriate photographs you were sending.
Oh, you didn't have to tell them.
Well, I think they can work it out. It looks like you've got Have you got a fish tank above your bed? What's going on there?
No, it's me Etihad sign.
Oh, I thought it was a for sale sign.
Yeah, I thought it meant like you're open for business. Going live from.
Well, why not go on podcast
like that?
That's it. That's what we need. Oh yes, now we're talking.
Riz, you want to be careful. One night I might come across your business, put a load of flashing red lights across the top. Then you've had it.
Right,
I'd shoot them down.
Right, guys. Yeah, so I'm glad we've got one show and we've got it out of our system. I'm not bothered about them anymore. It's about what we do. It's been a change, bit of a foul language from John and Marie. But
I don't think I got to use foul language as much as I'd want, to be honest. I think
you was quite well behaved, actually, Riz.
I think I was.
Andy made up for it for everybody.
Yeah.
Why does Anne-Marie look like she's peering over two little mountains?
Because I am.
I thought we were videoing this in the Alps.
Oh shit! I didn't even press record.
Yeah, you did, dickhead.
Oh, she swore.
I don't know about any of you guys, but I really like it when Anne-Marie swears. Only kinky. I don't know. Might just be me, and I can't believe I said that out loud.
What's your thoughts on that, Anne-Marie? It's great when I mute her.
You muted her. Anyway, regarding the Liverpool team, not too bad. Regarding their fans, fuck them. That's all I can say.
No, Andy Robertson can go fuck himself.
Yeah, Robertson, Trent Alexander, Arnold.
They're not the team. They're crap.
Right. Let's put it this way.
Van Dijk.
What Liverpool players would get in City side?
What of them? Mane. That's it for me.
No, not for next season. He won't.
No, let's talk about what we've just seen. We don't know what's coming. So from what we've just seen last season, what player or players would you put in that team from Liverpool? Being honest, without any.
Mane would be the only one I'd pick.
Yeah. Mane.
Yeah, from last season.
Yeah. The one that's leaving Liverpool.
The goalkeeper, he might be a good goalkeeper, but I've not seen any of that. He won't fit in our team. He's been getting a bit of stick, Edison, for being not, the weak link and stuff.
I agree, though.
Shot stopping. Shot stopping. If you could get Joe Hart and Edison and put them together.
I was just going to say that, mate. You'd
have the perfect goalkeeper.
You'd have the best keeper in the world.
If you could get Edison and Joe Hart together, he'd be in one of Eddie's movies.
Listen,
I always say about Edison that he's a midfielder in goal. That's what I say.
Yeah,
that's fine. Let's buy a goalkeeper and put him in midfield. Fernandinho's replacement.
Can I just say regarding Edison, one thing that I cannot believe is the end of that game in Madrid. how the hell did he not keep hold of that ball a lot more? Drop on the floor, keep hold of it.
Yeah.
Because every time he got it, after they got that first goal, he was oofing it into midfield.
Yeah.
Why didn't he, just like the goal at Pickford, who I can't stand, but he dives on the ball even when they're 2-0 up.
Yeah.
Why didn't he do something like that?
It's called game management.
Yeah.
Eddie, Pickford dives on the ball when they're 2-0 down, mate.
He should have took.
You know what I'm saying?
He should have took a leaf out of Kyle Walker's performance when he was in goal, because that's what he kept doing.
Yeah. He
Because-
did at the end of the Villa game, not didn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Keep the game. Just kill the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he did at the end of the Villa game.
Yeah.
Oh, my hamstring's gone.
Yeah, that was great, that wasn't it?
Yeah.
Seemed all right the day after, didn't he?
He seemed all right, yeah. Jumping around
all
on
right.
stage and
Seemed all right in the final whistle.
yeah,
Yeah.
he was.
Hey, happy days. We don't mind it.
No. Right. Anything else from anyone before we disappear?
Nope. All I want to say is thank you to everybody in the group who's contributed to what we've done all season, and here's looking forward to next season. Can't wait.
And can I just say thank you to all you guys who've supported me personally and on the group and on social media. Really appreciate
Welcome,
it.
Eddie. The check's in the post, mate. Don't worry.
Yeah, super.
All right, you've already sent it, mate.
Yeah, and yeah, apologies for the bad language and stuff like that, but I think we just needed that blowout to.
What's Anne Marie doing now? What's she?
Nothing.
I thought she's fallen asleep, Riz.
Very provocative there. I don't know what you would do.
On that note,
Time to go, Andy.
speak soon, guys.
Yeah, take care, everyone.